Alright, what's up guys, Black Chick here yet again with another VGC 2017 Wi-Fi battle. This time it was against a dude named Nico with a rain team. Now, I immediately noticed and you don't see his full team, but if you had seen it, you would have realized that one Lumineon is like free in this fight. Like, he didn't have any electric as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Celestial and Lele were like his only like I guess I should say non his not those are his only non-rain mons, and I think he only had Tapu Koko as an electric type. I don't really remember because I mean I brought Marowak, so I had to have thought something. But anyway, let's start the battle. Pretty simple stuff. I'm gonna lead Marowak Metagross because I was just like, if he predicts me to predict his very obvious rain lead, then I could easily lose. And guess what? Like every time when I predict them to predict me to predict their obvious lead, I don't know, it never works out. He leads the lead that I was literally ready to actually body. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I had Lumineon, and this was probably the MVP of the game right here. This and Lumineon as a giant hole. He goes for the very obvious and standard Golduck Hydro Vortex in the rain, which would have killed anything on my team. But Lumineon sucks it up and gets a special type boost. He was for Scald as well, so Lumineon is just sitting at a +2 at the end of this turn, which was glorious because I was just like, I am in such a good situation, I cannot let this go. He's going to switch out Golduck into his Celesteela, if I remember, yeah, Celesteela. So I'm just like, okay, that's fine. He goes for Hurricane. He is unfortunately going to get the Confusion. It's not going to do much, but it is going to get the Confusion. I'd actually went for Toxic here. I do actually break out of that. I do get the Toxic. Now, I think the correct play would have been for me to go for Scald. Scald in the rain at +2 would have killed Pelipper. Pelipper's special defense isn't good at all. So really, I didn't have a reason to risk a miss. But at the same time, I was just like, I am in such a good situation, it really wouldn't have mattered too much. At worst, I would have taken more Hurricane damage. He actually goes for Protect with Lele. I didn't actually think he would do that. But this is Lumineon's gonna get confused. I actually luckily don't go. I actually don't get confused again. And I'm just gonna go straight for my Corkscrew Crash. Now, people probably wonder why I run this. And it's just because I don't like the idea of having a move that can... All of Metagross's moves can miss, except for Earthquake, out of the common moves, and Bullet Punch. But I opted not to run Bullet Punch because I wanted a move that can cover, like, the Marowak and stuff. And, yeah, I don't have Bullet Punch. But if I had Bullet Punch, I had no way to care for, like, opposing steals. And I wanted a strong steel move that wouldn't miss. And Corkscrew Crash pretty much gives it to me, so yeah. As you saw, Corkscrew Crash did 75% even under the Protect. So that was glorious to see. I was just kind of like, whatever at this point. He's going to go for a Psychic on Lumineon. She lives at 12. I don't get confused again, surprisingly. I'm going to do a solid, like, 45% of that Celesteela. And considering that's a Lumineon, I don't know, it's not that much damage, because it's +2 in the rain, and it still only did like 45%, but I still was kind of amazed. I'm going to get Lefty's Recovery here, because I'm just like, okay. So at this point, I was like, okay, if his last mount is either Tapu Koko or I think it's Tapu Koko. I was just like, I'm gonna prepare to switch out now, so we're gonna have fun with this. Oh no, no, it's Golduck. I'm dumb because he had switched out Golduck. His lineup was Celesteela, Tapu Lele, Golduck, and Pelipper. So yeah. And at this point, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna start setting up the switches and stuff. I'm gonna go into Marowak. He's gonna protect here and stuff. Yeah, remember he's gonna protect. I actually go for Protect too because I was just like, I don't want to get heavy slammed yet. So yeah. He goes for heavy slam on the Lumineon. At this point, I was, he wasn't. I wouldn't say he was on tilt, but he definitely couldn't do anything without Lumineon. So it was just like whatever. So lefty's recovery, and I'm just like, you can start leeching again all you want. But he actually goes for Ice Beam and Lumineon, and I live it on the same amount that I lived that Psychic on before. Well, one less, 11. So I break the sub because I was just like, alright, time to do whatever. And now that I think about it, this wasn't a tilt play. It was really his only play, because like Lumineon was just cock-blocking his whole team, to be honest. Lumineon finally dies. This was probably her best game, to be completely honest. Like, if we're being 100% honest, that was literally her best game right there. And I had doubled up in the Celestia because I was just like, I don't want Leech Season shenanigans. So yeah, Celestia dies, and at this point my win is secured because I have Tapu Koko in the back. Now, it would have been secured this turn, but guess what? I make the newbie's mistake that it seems like everybody makes, even really top pro players make. I go for Thunderbolt with I'd go for a single target electric move with Marowak right next to me. So, and at this moment I was actually really worried that I was really scared, because I was just like, okay, because I had like 5 DCs in a row. I think like 3 of them were from the opponent, and then 1 was for me because I had to do stuff and I didn't want to leave the battle because I was just like, I'm sick of DCs, I don't want to finish the battle. Ended up DCing and getting a loss, so I was just like, that was a waste. I can't believe I did all that. So yeah, and I was worried that he would have thought I was disrespecting him at that point in DC, and I would have been like, no, because yeah, I was just trying to look for a good battle to save, and that was it. I'm glad he stayed around. I really give you props for that, dude. Even after Lumineon kind of ruined your first lead and like everything else, I really give you props, Nico, for that. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But yeah, I'm glad he stayed. I'm sure he probably realized that was a mistake, because I went for discharge right after. I wasn't trying to be cocky or anything. I make this mistake every time I have something like... I make it more with Lightning Rod users versus Storm Drain users. I'm guessing it's because I'm not used to running Mons that could suck it up. I'm not used to... I don't typically run Electric Mons if I'm running a Lightning Rod user besides the Mon with Lightning Rod, but Marowak is an electric type, so... Isn't an electric type, if you misheard it. Anyway, that'll be it. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.